say to you all tonight, I'm very grateful to be here. A lot of people told me that I'd never wrestle again. And that's all I do. You know, if you live hard, you play hard, and you burn the candle at both ends, you pay the price for it. You know, in this life, you can lose everything that you love, everything that loves you. Now, I don't hear as good as I used to, and I forget stuff. And I ain't as pretty as I used to be. But God damn it, I'm still standing here, and I'm the Ram. As time goes by, they said he's washed up. He's finished. He's a loser. He's all through. You know what? The only ones who are going to tell me when I'm through doing my thing is you people here. You people here. You people here are the ones who are worth bringing it for because you're my family. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
Great job. Welcome back to our humble San Diego podcast. This is Drop the Mic, and we are your hosts for the evening. First up, we welcome back James Warny. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome back after a very long hiatus.
Yes. I took a nap and forgot to set my alarm. So I'm back now.
All right, awesome. Glad to have you back on the show. And then next we have our Bay Area buddy, none other than Ryan Jiminez returns. What's up, man?
What's up? How's it going? Cool to finally be on with the both of you guys.
I know, right? James exists. Exists.
Wes was telling me, hey, I gotta get you one with Ryan, so he knows I'm not that you're not made up.
Wes is in his room, like just doing two voices at once.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, of course, it's I, Wesley the Swanson. Very exciting, I guess. So this is episode 266, The Ram Jam, where we will be dissecting everything about director Darren Aronofsky's 2008 effort, The Wrestler, in honor of last weekend's WrestleMania. But first, let's get warmed up, shall we?
And now for a special news report, brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, pop culture news. I know off air, Ryan already told me that he has a fucking laundry list of stuff. So we're going to let Ryan go first and then put our 2 cents in, if that sounds good with everyone.
Let's do it.
Sure. So it's being reported that Eddie Murphy is set to play Godfather of Funk, George Clinton, in a biopic. I grew up listening to Parliament and Funkadelic because of my dad, so I'm pretty stoked. How about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Murphy, that sounds very interesting, and I think that he could pull it off. You know what I mean? If anyone could do it, I think it would be him. And I'm just glad that George Clinton is getting a fucking biopic. It's long overdue, in my opinion. What about you, James?
I'm excited just excited to see anything Eddie, just to see him come out with anything in more recent times, because he hasn't been doing too much. He's done a few projects here and there in the last couple of years, but it's cool to see him come out and hopefully knock it out of the park. I'm not too familiar with that, with the artist you're speaking of. I probably, if I heard his music, I would know, but I'm going to see it regardless, just to, it's because it's Eddie, so I'm down to learn something.
Nice, yeah. Definitely check out Parliament and Funkadelic. You won't be disappointed.
All right.
And I'm sure if you heard like their popular songs, you'd automatically know. Oh yeah, I've heard this song before, because all over the place.
I think we'd be shocked if you were like, no, I've never heard this before in my life.
Yeah. I'm almost there. I'm looking it up right now. So Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've heard his music before.
What else we got? So just today it came out that Maya Erskine, one of the co-creators of Pen 15 on Hulu, is set to star alongside Donald Glover in Amazon's Mr. and Mrs. Smith reboot series.
Okay. I'm excited for that. It'd be a cool series. Especially with Donald Glover.
I love Pen 15. And Donald Glover is the shit. I love him and everything he's done. So definitely a new take on that franchise or that movie. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked. How about you, Wes?
I was a fan of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I feel like it kicked off like everybody kind of being obsessed with the government, like secret spy, that kind of genre, you know what I mean? Like the John Wick-esque, like everybody's in on it type of deal. That it seems like a lot of movies are swaying towards that direction. So I'm curious to see what it'll be like in a new series.
For sure.
And of course, I love everyone involved. Pen 15's great. Donald Glover is fucking rad.
Lando. So I don't know if you guys had heard this. It's news to me, and I saw it all over Twitter today. But I guess Christopher Nolan was working on a Howard Hughes biopic with Jim Carrey to play the lead. And then when Scorsese and Leo started working on it, on the Aviator, he scrapped the project, obviously. But he was quoted as saying that in 2014 that it was his best script he had ever written.
That's news that just dropped today.
I saw it on a couple sites today on online. I had never heard about it. I guess it was like something kind of known. I don't know if you guys had heard about it.
No, that's news to me. That I don't know. That'd be cool though. To see with you said Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I love seeing him in his serious stuff. So that'd be insane to see him work with him.
Yeah. What about you, Wes? Did you know about it?
I did not know about that. That's, first of all, that's pretty bold coming from Christopher Nolan. Did you know? did you know, or do you know if the script has leaked? Like, has anybody read it? Is it available to read?
I don't think anyone has read it. I don't know why this like piece of news like resurfaced, but I think like a couple sites I follow on Twitter, and they had tweeted it out. But yeah, that quote was taken from 2014, so obviously he's done other things after that. But yeah, pretty bold for him to say that about that script, and it would have been awesome to kind of see that take off.
Especially,
did you hear the news about Jim Carrey saying that he would do a Ace Ventura 3 if Nolan directed it?
What?
Yeah.
Is that's
yeah,
real?
That's real. Yeah, they asked him, or he was talking about his basically. I don't know if you've heard that, but he has been talking about retiring from acting the last couple of interviews that he's had.
Yes.
But he said that he would do an Ace Ventura 3 if he said only though if Christopher Nolan directed. So it's basically never going to happen, but he threw that out there just for people to talk about like us.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That'd be awesome. So yesterday was the 9th anniversary of Fede Alvarez's 2013 Evil Dead remake. And he celebrated online, like on Twitter, posting like personal Polaroids and stuff that no one had ever seen before. And he also released like a never before seen alternate ending to the movie that he shot. Everything's done. Like he released it on Twitter and everything. But he said that he cut it because Sam Raimi pointed out that after everything she had been through in that she kind of deserved to live. I don't know if you guys saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
I read the article, but obviously I didn't know like what the actual alternative ending consisted of. So you're saying that Mia dies?
Yeah. yeah, I guess the scene it just ends with the camera kind of zooming in like the original one, and it just ending like that. But I guess he had written something like to continue that. She was supposed to be like lifted up from the ground and like fucking explode, just like he said like a blood meat bomb.
Oh shit!
And then the movie were to end, but yeah, Sam Raimi said, "Nah, I think she should live." And it's kind of weird that you think he would save all that stuff next year for like the 10th anniversary. I don't know why he picked the 9th to release all that stuff. Hopefully next year maybe we get like a physical release of that scene added on.
Do either one of you guys have the unrated? I think it's like the director's cut Blu-ray that was released like a couple years ago. I think it's only available on Blu-ray.
I
don't have it.
It's just there's a bunch of like extended scenes for the gore. Like I guess the gore that they had to cut to get an R rating, like it was put back in, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that cut. Is it worth it?
I think so. I mean, it's just a few minutes here and there, but if you're a fan of the movie, it's always interesting to see, like the different versions of things, at least in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Cool, I gotta check that out. What else? So, reportedly, WB is putting all future projects with Ezra Miller on hold after his recent arrest for disorderly conduct and harassment, I think in like Hawaii.
Yeah, he's at a karaoke bar.
This is another incident?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, he reportedly told, he took the mic out of some lady he yelled at the lady who was singing a song, and then he lunged at some guy who was throwing darts. And then apparently the people who he was staying with at an Airbnb or something like that, he told them that he would burn them alive in their beds.
What?
This is what's on the report. But yeah, I don't know. I think he needs help. I don't know.
Yeah, I was reading something that supposedly, like, since he's been there, like on the island, the big island, that he's like a lot of the locals have been complaining about him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And that's crazy because I mean, Flash, that movie's supposed to like reset and do a lot of things for the DC cinematic universe.
He's got a lot on his plate, so it kind of sucks for him to screw all that up.
Yeah. Definitely. Hopefully he gets some help. Louis C.K. won a Grammy for Best Comedy Album on Sunday. So I just wanted to get your guys' take on that with everything that he's done. And, yeah.
Okay. Do you still want me to go first, James?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so this is such a loaded kind of question, but I was a big fan of Louis C.K.'s comedy before his whole controversial stuff came out, and then of course he's been blacklisted, and I know he's been playing other territories. He's big in I think Mexico right now. They like, for whatever reason, they're okay and he can still play for them. The fact that he actually won a Grammy is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have thought that people would have forgiven him so kind of quickly, but to be honest, the whole canceling thing should be based upon your offense. You know what I mean? It depends on what you did and how severe it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that.
No, Ryan, is that the incorrect answer, Buzzer?
No, dude. No, dude. I mean, did you guys hear about that? Like, did you hear about him winning a Grammy?
No.
I just heard about it today, actually, from a podcast that I listened to.
Yeah. So, like, this was, like, kind of... My whole thing is, like, obviously, like, I'm not going to talk about that bullshit, but just to bring it up, like, everyone made such a big deal about it. And then, like, 2 weeks later, this happens, and, like, this is nowhere to be found, like, on any news site